Hello, welcome to my channel Naruto the Absolute Zero Phenex Part 1. Oh and I-chan, cried out a young girl around the age of 6 as she ran toward a handsome young man with crimson hair. Hello to you as well, Rias-tan, the red-haired man replied, picking up the young girl. Oni-chan, can you tell me a story please? Young Rias asked her older brother. Hi, but what story do you want this time, Rias-tan? The red-haired man said, sitting down with his sister. Hi, I want to hear about the golden hero, Rias relied. Ah, but I've told you that one many times before, little Rias's brother said, looking at her. But it's my favorite story, Sirek-ni-sama, little Rias relied with teary eyes. Why do you like it so much, Rias-tan? Sirek asked his sister. Because the hero never gave up even at the end, and one day I'll find someone just like him and together we will beat you and Nei-chan in a rating game, the little girl relied with a big smile. Haha, well I look forward to that day, my sweet little sister, Sirek replied, patting her head. Now on with the story, he then said, getting out a red book. Once there was a hero born into the mighty Phenex clan, but unlike his father and mother, his flames did not burn hot, instead it burned cold. Colder than any wind, and said fire was a shining golden color. He was said to hold almost unlimited magic, comparable only to the Ouroboros dragon god. At a young age he excelled at all things, mastering fire, wind, earth and even water magic. Devils everywhere called him the second coming of the cold Phenex, a title not given since the first Phenex head. Later on in life the hero would go on to make friends with a Crimson Knight, a magical girl and a mysterious young boy who could make anything. The four of them became great friends, often found playing in the woods not far from their home. But, one day, when the four friends were out playing, they ran into their first fallen angel and worse, a squad of them. Shocked and scared, the four friends tried to run back home only to be chased, cornered to just the edge of the forest. When all hope was lost, the four thought they were going to die. The hero stood up and started to attack the black-feathered angels to buy his friends some time to escape. The three children ran as fast as they could toward the house to try and get help. By the time they finally got some help, they find a sight they would never forget. The scene of their friend with wings of golden flame standing in the middle of all the beaten up fallen angels, along with their leader who had a severe, black burn on his back. But what really shocked them was what he said next. Leave, I do not wish to hurt you anymore, the young hero said. It was well known the boy sought peace between the three races. Years later he would take on the role of leading the rebel army in the civil war, only to fall to one he loved. In his final moments his body started to shine in a golden light before the whole forest he was betrayed was turned into a huge block of ice, taking out the old Satan base that was nearby, and thanks to his final sacrifice we were able to win the war and bring peace to the underworld. Legends say if you are about to betray someone who loves you, then the golden hero's ghost will haunt you, and that you would know it by the chill that would constantly go down your spine. Said Zed. Came the sound of a snoring, tiny Rias, who has fallen asleep after hearing her favorite story. Huh, she must have really liked my story, the red-haired man said to himself. Graphia. Yes, Sirek-sama, came the voice of the maid known as Graphia. Can you take Rias to bed please? Asked the now named Sirex. Hi master, relied Graphia as she lifted the young girl up and took her to her room. Thank you Naruto, for giving us a future. I hope you have found peace wherever your spirit is, Sirex whispered, gazing out of a window that looked out at the underworld's infamous ice forest. The same forest his best friend and brother all but in blood died in. In the middle of said ice forest, in the coldest place of the forest, was a large boulder of ice that was slowly starting to shine a bright silver color. Inside the ice cube was a young man around the age of 18 with golden blonde hair and 3 marks on both of his cheeks. He was wearing a golden battle armor with the Phenex clan mark on it back. No one has ever seen this part of the forest since it was so cold. Anyone who stand even a foot inside it was killed by the absolutely freezing winds. But what was really shocking was the golden sword sticking out of the blonde's chest. Were there anyone to actually witness this event, they would see the sword seemingly vibrating while releasing an ever-increasing amount of light. Eventually, at the point the light would be nearly blinding in intensity, the sword burst into a shower of golden sand that hovered a moment before flying into the imprisoned man's chest. A single moment would pass before a small invisible pulse would be released, seemingly causing to simultaneous actions. A long crack to appear on the ice and for the man's eyes to shoot open with an intense glowing golden color. Today was the worst day of her life. That what was going through the mind of one Rias Gremory as she looked at herself in the mirror. Not only did she lose her first rating game, but now she was being forced to marry Riza Phenex of the Phenex family. At first she was so excited to be engaged to the younger brother of her childhood hero, but that dream was soon shattered when she met Riza. The sheer arrogance the young Phenex showed just because of who his older brother was really did not help him gain any points in her book. It also did not help what he said after meeting her older brother Sirex for the first time. The only reason you got the title of Lucifer is because my older brother died before he could end the war and take it. She would forever remember the words he said that day, for they were true. Even her older brother himself told her that if him and Naruto fight now, they would most likely destroy the underworld 10 times over before Naruto would win, and that was with him in his sealed from and her brother in his true from. Rias-sama, it time, came a voice from behind the door. Inside the frozen forest, laying in the middle of the forest, was a young man with golden blonde hair who was wearing a yellow battle armor that had a hole right in the middle of the chest piece. Ah, came a yelled from the young man, who suddenly shot up from where he was laying. Where the last thing I remember is, he said to himself while putting his right hand to his head as he tried to remember what happened. Grr, I can't seem to remember. I know I was called out here by someone. I better go check in at the base, the young man said to himself as he got up off the ground. At the old rebel base. What the hell happened? The young man yelled as he saw the old base that now looked like a museum. How long was I out for? He then asked himself as he walked toward the building. He kept walking until he saw his old tent that had a stone by it. In memory of Naruto Phenex, a young man who gave everything for his home and race, the man read off the stone. The hell man, I know I was sleeping, but why make it sound like I died? Naruto said to himself, I bet this was Zekbaka idea, he's so getting pranked for this. He then turned his head toward his old home, the Phenex castle. Why are they so many people at my house? Wait, is that Sirex? I feel that bastard, he trying to steal my stash. Naruto growled as he made his fire wings shot out his back. Just because his mother found his and burned them in front of him does not mean he can steal mine, he then said, shooting toward his house. At the Phenex castle. Now enjoy yourself for the party to celebrate the wedding between myself, Riza, Phenex and Rias. Gremory begins now, Riza yelled as he took the hand of Rias's hand. Wait, came a voice of a brown hair boy at the door. There will be no wedding, he yelled. Bring up his arm that had a red gauntlet with a green jewel in the middle and had 2 golden spikes on it. Issei, Rias said happily at seeing her pawn. You. Riza growled, you dare try and stop this party. Do not worry Baku, I'm going to stop this wedding if it's the last thing I do after all. Issei started to say before he stopped, hey, is it me or did it suddenly get really cold? As he said that, the window by him shattered as a young man with blonde hair jumped through it, landing by Issei, knocking him back 5 feet. Alright Zekbaka, I know you have them, so give 'em up and I will not freeze your sorry red ass from here to heaven, Naruto said as he stood up. And no way is that, one of the guests said in shock. It can't be, he has been died for years now, another guest replied. Oi ass hats, I can hear you Yano, Naruto replied, glaring at the guest as the floor under him started to freeze as over. And Naruto, my baby boy, came a voice not far from him. Looking up, Naruto saw not only his mother but also his father, as well as both Lord and Lady Gomery. Yo mother, father, I am back. I must have fallen asleep before we attacked the old Satan faction, Naruto said, rubbing the top of his head. I also have no idea how long I was asleep for. What happened? Oh my baby boy, Lady Phenex cried as she ran and hugged him. You're back, you're really back. When Sirex told me you died, she started to say before Naruto hugged her back. It's okay now Aka-san, I'm home now, but I'm still confused, Naruto said, looking up at his father. Why is the base in museum now, and why does the red Baka look older? Oh hi Grafia, he then started to say before he saw the maid stand by Sirex. Grafia stares at Naruto. Okay then, you have not changed much, haha, Naruto then said as he turned to Sirex. So Baka Red, why do you look older, and why is there a female you in a wedding dress? He then asked, letting go of his mother and walking towards his childhood fire, and with each step ice would from under him, showing that he was in no mood for his jokes. We thought you were died. Grafia was there when you were stabbed. How? Where? Sirex stared to say as tears from in his eyes. Where the hell have you been, you damn bastard? He then yelled as tears fall from his eyes. Only Sama, Rias said in shock at seeing her brother cry. She only truly seen him cry once, and that was on the day that celebrated him becoming a Satan. Sirex Sama, Grafia said softly as she looked at him, breaking down. She knew he never wanted the title Lucifer. He always told her that the title belonged to Naruto, the person he called the brother who was there for him when his lover Sarah was kidnapped by the old Satan faction and then by himself save her. Hey, it's not like I know. Last thing I remember was getting called out into the forest, Naruto replied. Sirex, he then said softly. What, you yakitori bastard, he said, looking up only to get punched in the face, sending crashing into the wall. Man up, you fool, Naruto yelled. Oh dear, here we go again, Venelana sighed as she saw her son get punched. Naruto-chan has not changed one bit. He just punched Lucifer Sama, a shocked guest said. And not only that, but with a single punch sent him through a wall. So this is the power of the golden hero, a young man with black hair said. No wound, grandfather talks about him so highly. See that, my dear Rias, I told you your brother is noting next to mine, the voice of Riza said as he looked on at the scenes playing out in front of him. And who are you? Naruto asked, looking at Riza. I'm your younger brother Oni-sama, I'm so happy to finally meet you, Riza replied, bowing to Naruto. Not only will the Phenex now have the Gremory blood, but with you back we can finally take what ours. Riza. Lord Phenex tried to warn him, but it was too late. Is that so, and what is that, I may ask? Naruto asked, narrowing his eyes. The title of Lucifer, of course, it rightful belonged to you, the man who single-handedly ended the civil war, Riza replied, opening his arms wide. Really now? Naruto said, closing his eyes before slamming his foot onto the ground. You fool. He then said as ice started to groan on Riza's body, trapping him in a prison of ice. What? Riza yelled in shock. He then tried to heat up his body to melt the ice to only help it grow faster. I might not know what's going on or why everyone look older, but I do know when someone is being forced to do something they do not like, Naruto growled before turning to his father. You're pulling the same shit you did with me and Seraphal, right father? It for the future of was all he said before ice from around him as well. Do not try and feed me that bullshit, father, you know I hate liars, so why try, Naruto said as more ice from around the room showing that he was losing control of his powers. Naruto clammed down, his mother ordered as she saw the lower class devils start to fall under her sun power. No mother, I warned him what would happen if he tried this again, was all Naruto had time to say before he had to jump back as a black ball of energy shot towards him. That enough, Naruto unfreezes them now. I do not mind you teaching him a lesson, but when you put the life of other in danger as Lucifer of the underworld, I will stop you even if you are my friend, came the voice of Sirex as he walked back into the room with his power of destruction around him. Really now, and how are you going stop? Me, last time I checked you could hardly touch me in a one-on-one fight, Naruto replied as his flaming wings turned into solid ice, and by the look of it you have gotten rusty, Naruto then said, forming a sword of ice in his hand. Stop please, no more fighting, came a cry from a blonde-haired girl running toward Naruto. As she got closer, Naruto could tell that it was a younger vision of his mother, meaning it had to be his sister. Revel, get back, it too dangerous, Lady Phenex yelled at her youngest child. Please forgive Oni-sama, growing up with you as her older brother had made him arrogant. He truly think you should be Lucifer, so forgive him please. Revel said, bowing to her older brother before she felt a hand on her. He looking up, she could see her older brother looking at her with caring eyes. So I finally have a sister, Naruto said with a smile as he started to calm down. Took them long enough, he then said as all the ice started to melt. Look like your sister saved us, Sirex said with a laugh. Sirex, before I go and catch up with my family, I'm going to give you 2 operation here, Naruto then said, turning to his friend. 1, you cancel this wedding right here right now, you're Lucifer of the underworld, right? Your word is law. And what is operation 2? Sirex asked while looking at his sister, who seemed to be in shock at not only seeing her childhood hero but also at seeing him trying to help her. Operation 2 is I kick your ass and take your title and cancel the wedding myself, Naruto said with a smile. Then I guess it Operation 1 then, Sirex replied, as Lucifer of the underworld I hereby cancel this wedding, but this party will go on to celebrate the return of my friend and hero of the Civil War, Naruto Phenex. Sirex then yelled as everyone cheered. What, he can't do that, can he, father? Riser asked. He just did, haha, Lord Phenex replied. Yet again you did something we all try to do for mouths, only for you to did it in a matter of minutes. I'm free, saved from a loveless marriage, by the golden hero himself. Rias said to herself before every that had just happened finally hit her like a ton of bricks. Well, damn, was all she said before fainted. After Sirex cancelled the wedding and Rias passed out, realizing that her childhood hero saved her from a loveless marriage, Naruto was having a conversation with Sirex and his family on what happened when he got frozen. So you're telling me that I've been frozen for 1,000 of years? Naruto asked. Sirex and his parents nodded. Naruto nodded his head and then, what? Naruto screamed. What happened when I was frozen? Naruto asked. Well, we won the civil against the old Satan faction and Seraphal, Ijuka, Falbium, and I became the 4 new Satan, Sirex said. When finished talking they noticed the room started getting colder and Naruto sulking in corner. It's not fair, all my friends grew up and became important people, Naruto cried. Naruto honey, did your seals wear off because your powers are acting up again? Lady Phenex asked. Naruto came out of his depression and noticed that his powers were acting up again. Well damn, it looks like I have to put new seals on my body again, Naruto said. While the adults and Naruto were having reunion, the members of Rias's peerage were confused as to who this man was. Who is that guy? Issei asked. I have no clue, Issei-kun, but Boucho sure does know who this person is, Kiba said. That is Naruto Phenex, one of the most powerful devils in history, Sona Citri said as she walked up to the group with her queen by her side. How do you know who is Sona-san? Issei asked. My Oni-chan talked about him a lot and she used to tell me stories about him when I was a child, Sona said. Before the rest of Rias's peerage can ask any more questions, their king woke up. What happened? Rias asked. Boucho, you're awake, Issei shouted. I had this strange dream that the golden hero came and saved me from my marriage with Riser, Rias said. That wasn't a dream, Rias-tan, it really did happen, a voice said behind Rias. Rias turned to the voice and saw her brother with grey fear, and right next to them was the golden hero Naruto Phenex. So this is your little sister, Sirex. If I didn't know any better, she looks exactly like you and your mother, Naruto said as he examined Rias, getting a blush out of the girl. Hi there, it's nice to meet you, Rias. My name is. Your name is Naruto Phenex, other known as the Golden Hero. I'm huge fan, Rias said as she went into fangirl mode. Wow, it's good to know that I have a fan, and who are they? Naruto asked. These are members of my peerage. This is my queen Akano, my knight Yuto Kiba, my rook Koneko, and my pawn Issei, Rias said. All members of Rias's peerage bowed to Naruto. It's nice to meet you all. By the way, Srizaches, what the hell is a peerage? Naruto asked. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that to you. You see, after the war we lost so much devils, so Ijuka created a new system to help with that problem, Sirex said. Sirex started explaining the peerage system to Naruto. Okay, I get now, Naruto said. Excuse me, Naruto-sama, Sona Citri said. Yes, little one, Naruto asked. It's finally nice to meet you. My name is Sona Citri and I too is a fan of yours, Sona said. It's nice to meet you, Sona. By any chance are you related to Seraphal-chan? Naruto asked. Yes, I am, as she is my older sister, Sona Citri said. Wow, can do me a favor then? Naruto asked. What is it, Naruto-sama? Sona asked. Can you give your sister a message for me? Naruto said as he handed something to Sona. I'll do that, Naruto-sama, Sona said, and tell her I'll see her soon, Naruto said as Sona and her queen walked away. So what's your next plan, Naruto? Srizaches asked. First off, I'm going to home and take a shower and get a night's rest, then tomorrow I'm going to visit Ijuka and the others, then probably head up to the human world for a little bit to see how much has changed since the last time I've been there, Naruto said. Naruto was about to head upstairs to his room when Rias called him out. Wait, Naruto-sama, Rias called out. Yes, Rias. Naruto asked. I was wondering if I can have your autograph. Rias said. Well, sure, I guess. Do you have anything that I can write on? Naruto asked. Out of nowhere pulled out a Naruto figure and handed to him. Sirex, what the hell is this? Naruto asks. Rizaches laughed sheepishly and scratched the back of his head. Well, you see, you are so popular with the new generation from the stories we told them that they started creating a Naruto figure, Sirex said. Naruto gave his best friend a deadpan look and signed Rias's figure. I'll deal with you later. Anyways, I have to go get some rest, Naruto said. Naruto, since tomorrow you're going to the human world, I'll have Graphia show you around Japan, Sirex said. If Graphia-chan is okay with that, Naruto said. I'll do it, Graphia said with monotone. Naruto nodded and headed upstairs to his room to recharge his energy. The next day Naruto was walking through the underworld and was heading to Ijuka's home. He greeted many people and signed many autographs. Naruto arrived at Ijuka's home and knocked on the door. Who is it? Ijuka asked. Yo, Ijuka team, open the door, it's me, Naruto said. And Naruto, is that you? Ijuka asked. Yes, it is, now open the door, Naruto said. The door opened and Ijuka stepped out and was stunned when he realized it was Naruto that was at his door. How? Ijuka asked. I'll explain everything inside, Naruto said as he stepped inside Ijuka's home. Naruto started explaining everything to Ijuka and what happened to him and how he's still alive. To say that Ijuka is shocked, that's an understatement. Wow, that's a lot to take in, Ijuka said. I know. Anyways, Ijuka, I need your help, Naruto said. With what? Ijuka asked. I want my own peerage and I need a new seal, Naruto said. What happened to your old seal? Ijuka asked. It must have worn off during the time I was frozen, Naruto said. Alright, let's do it, Ijuka said. For the next few hours Naruto and Ijuka started working a new seal to help Naruto control his powers and Ijuka explaining the peerage system and how it worked. After they were done with Naruto's seal and placed on him, Naruto got his own peerage set. Now all you have to do is align the piece with your chest and the rest will happen, Ijuka said. Doing as he was told, Naruto aligned the king piece with his chest and it started glowing blue and went into Naruto's chest. Naruto felt his magical power and felt nothing different. That's it, Naruto asked. That's it. Now to make someone a part of your peerage you have to say command and the piece will glow and the person you're trying to make a member of your peerage must be willing or dead, Ijuka said. Thanks Ijuka, Naruto said. Naruto, do you still love her? Ijuka asked his friend. Naruto sighed and ran his hand through his hair. I don't know anymore. After what happened I just don't know, Naruto said as he looked into the ceiling. Kateria, Naruto thought. Naruto wished Ijuka a goodbye and headed to where Seraphal was. Somewhere in the underworld, somewhere in a dark room in the underworld, a tall bespectacled woman with a voluptuous figure stepped out of the shadow of the room and looked at a picture of her and certain blonde Phenex. She had tan skin with long brown hair tied into a bun with a headset and she had purple eyes. She wore an extremely low-cut dress and it had a high slit which exposed a large portion of her breasts. This woman is a member of the old Satan faction. Her name is Kateria Leviathan and she is Naruto's former lover. Kateria felt a chill through her open window and felt something that she hasn't felt in years. Giving a small smile, Kateria looked at the window. So you have returned, my love. That's good because this time I'm going to kill you and make sure that you're dead at my feet, Kateria said as she smashed the picture of her and Naruto. She walked out of the room leaving the broken picture on the floor, missing a piece of paper sticking out of the picture. With Naruto arrived at Seraphal's house and right before he can knock on the door it opened and Naruto was knocked down to the ground by one Seraphal Leviathan. Naruto, you're alive, you're really alive. I missed you so much, Seraphal cried. I missed you too, Seraphal, Naruto said. The two stood up and headed inside Seraphal's home. The two friends, former lovers, talked about the stuff that happened when Naruto was supposed dead. Naruto was happy that his friend was doing well in her life and she became a strong devil and one of the four great Satan. So Naruto, what have you been doing since your return? Seraphal asked the 20-year-old. Well, I just visited Ijuka and got a new seal and I got myself a peerage set, Naruto said. So you're getting your own peerage? Seraphal asked. Yup, Naruto said. The two friends continued talking about what they planned for the future and went down memory lane. Naruto also Lord and Lady Citri, who were surprised to see Naruto. Lady Citri cried to tears of joy and hugged Naruto. Naruto wished them a goodbye and promised to meet them again. Line break. After Naruto met Falbium, he sweet dropped when he realized that his friend hasn't changed one bit and still as lazy as ever. Naruto right now was on his way after a long day, and on his way there he saw Graphia standing in front of his house. Graphia-chan, what are you doing here? Naruto asked. Good evening, Naruto-sama. I am here to let you know that we'll be leaving for the human world tomorrow evening. Graphia said. Thank you for letting me know, Graphia, Naruto said. Graphia bowed and walked away. So how have you been, Graphia-chan? Naruto asked. I've been well, Graphia said. That's good. Look, Graphia, about what happened between us, Naruto started to say, but he was cut off by Graphia. I don't want to hear, Naruto-sama. You made your decision to end things between us and I moved on, Graphia said as she walked away. Naruto sighed and ran his hand through his hair as he watched Graphia leave in a teleportation circle. You fucked up big time, Naruto, Naruto said to himself as he headed inside his home. Naruto woke up from his bed by one of the housemaids letting him know that it's time for breakfast. So Naruto got dressed and headed to the dining where his family was waiting. Since Naruto has returned, he hasn't seen his little brother Phenex. Naruto arrived at the dining and saw that everyone was there. Naruto sat down next his little sister Revel. So Naruto, what do you plan to do today now that you're back? Lord Phenex asked. I'm planning to head to the human world with Graphia and see how much has changed, Naruto said. How are things between you and Graphia? Lady Phenex asked. Not that good, mother, she still hates me after what I did, Naruto said. What do you expect, you dump her for Seraphal, Lady Phenex said. Her rival nonetheless, Lord Phenex said, putting his 2 cents in. I'll make it up to her, Naruto said. A huge fire erupted from the ground in the middle of the room as Phenex appeared. To-san, Ka-san, sorry that I'm late, I had to deal with something, Ruvel said, not noticing Naruto. It's okay Ruvel, you are a busy man. Anyways Ruvel, look who has made his return, Lord Phenex said as he pointed towards where Naruto was sitting. Ruvel turned to where his father was pointing at and was stunned silent when he saw his dead older brother sitting right next to his sister. En-ni-san, is that you? Ruvel questioned. Long time no see you, little runt. Man, you've grown, Naruto said. When Ruvel heard his voice and the little runt comment, he knew that was his brother Naruto. A tick mark appeared on his forehead at the little runt comment. How many times I told you not to call me that, you damn arrow team. Ruvel exclaimed. Now tick mark appeared on Naruto's forehead and his right eyebrow twitched. Naruto jumped over the table and grabbed Ruvel in a headlock. Oi, what did I tell you about calling me a pervert? Naruto shouted. As the 2 brothers wrestled, their parents had a smile on their faces when they realized their family was whole again. Later, after the little family breakfast was over, Naruto headed out back to see if his skills have diminished when he was frozen. So right now Naruto is standing in front of a couple of training dummies. Alright, first let me test out my ice magic, Naruto said. Naruto brought out his hand and a magic circle appeared. An ice dragon came out of the magic circle and attacked one of the training dummies, destroying it in the process. Next, Naruto brought his hand to his side as a magic circle appeared and a sword made out of ice appeared in his hand. Naruto brought his sword in front of him and disappeared after taking 1 step. If anyone was watching to them, it looked like Naruto disappeared. But to an ultimate class to a superclass devil, Naruto is just moving faster. A couple minutes later, Naruto appeared in the same spot he was in the beginning of his training. The sword in Naruto's hand dissolved, and when that happened, all the training dummies were sliced in many pieces. Naruto breathed a sigh of relief. Alright, my ice powers are still the same. Now let's test my fire element, Naruto said. Naruto went to his family shed and brought out more training dummies. Setting them up in many different positions, Naruto took a step back and stood across from the dummies. Naruto inhaled a lot of air. Naruto exhaled out a huge golden flame ball the size of the sun. Boom! A huge explosion shook the entire Phenex estate, startling the occupants inside. What was that? Revel exclaimed. Lady Phenex sighed and shook her head. That was your older brother Naruto training, Lady Phenex said. How powerful is he, to be able to shake the entire estate? Revel asked. Why don't we go see how much your brother progressed, Lady Phenex said as she and Revel headed towards the back where Naruto was. Revel and Lady Phenex weren't the only ones interested in Naruto's training. Rise's queen and his peerage were interested in watching Naruto train. With Naruto not knowing that he had an audience watching him, Naruto continued with his training. So my fire breath is destructive. Now let's see if my air abilities are top-notch, Naruto said as he took off his shirt and brought out his wings. His audience was stunned silent when they saw his golden flaming Phenex wings. Wow, Revel said. Lady Phenex smiled. I know, I'm still amazed after seeing it so many times, Lady Phenex said. Oh, my, he looks so majestic, Yubaluna said. So this is the power of the golden hero, Shueilin said. Naruto took off in the air and hovered over the training field and spread out his wings. To those who were watching, he looked like a golden phoenix. Naruto started spinning in the air and started descending down to the ground. Right before he hit the ground, Naruto stopped spinning, but he was still hovering in the air. Then 2 fire whips appeared in both of Naruto's hands and Naruto started spinning counterclockwise as the whips started burning parts of the dummy's body. Naruto stopped spinning and smiled at his handiwork. Just like expected, my fire is still not done yet, but we're making progress, Naruto said. Then Naruto decided to use his ultimate form that was sealed away with the rest of his powers. Naruto released the seal that on his chest and his power exploded, knocking the spectators down to the ground. Naruto's power can felt throughout the entire underworld. Azazel, the leader of the fallen angel, was working on a new experiment until he and his subordinates felt a power that they haven't felt since the war. Azazel was stunned at first, then his stunned expression turned to one of glee. Wahoo, things just got interesting now that he's back, Barakil. Azazel said. A gruff-looking man with black hair, matching beard, and a muscular body came out of the shadow and smiled as well. You said Azazel, Barakil said. Naruto, please protect my daughter, Barakil asked. Old Satan faction grunts and moans can be heard in the room of one Kateria Leviathan. Inside the room was one Rizevim engaged in some heated sex with one Kateria Leviathan. Kateria faked moaned. He sucks and he's not even as big as my bastard of an ex, Kateria thought. Kateria-chan, I'm close, Rizevim grunted. Make sure you do it outside, Kateria said. Just as Rizvim was about to release his load on Kateria, they felt an energy that they haven't felt in a long time. What? He's still alive, Rizvim exclaimed. Kateria wasn't stunned as she already knew that her ex was alive once again. Don't worry about him, darling. Next time I see him I'll kill him for sure. Now come back here and take what belongs to you, Kateria said. You're right, soon that damn Phenex will be dead, Rizvim said as he got off the bed and left the room with his clothes. When the door closed, a sigh escaped Kateria's mouth as she got out of bed to head to the shower. It's about time he left, damn bastard doesn't even know. Kateria's train of thought was cut off when she stepped on something. Looking down, she noticed that it was the smashed picture frame of her and Naruto. Kateria was about to destroy it again when she noticed a piece of paper sticking out of it. What is this? Kateria thought as she picked up the destroyed frame and pulled out the paper. Her eyes widened when she read what was on the paper and tears were falling from her eyes. With Naruto after everything calmed down, the spectators were shocked when they saw a completely different Naruto standing in the middle of the clearing. His hair has turned white as snow and he had 2 horns growing on the top of his head and his eyes went from ocean blue to ice blue. Naruto's wings also changed, they went from gold to a blue-white color. Wow, everyone said. Naruto disappeared and started attacking the training dummies from every direction and used many different fire and ice spells. After 10 minutes of fighting, Naruto's body was taking a toll on him. Naruto started coughing up blood as he cancelled his technique. Naruto-kun, Lady Phenex shouted as she went to her son's aid. Are you okay? Lady Phenex asked. I'm fine, Ka-chan, it's just that transformation takes a lot out of me, Naruto said as he stood up with the help of his mother. Before Lady Phenex can say anything, a servant came in the training ground. Pardon, my interruption, Lady Phenex and Naruto-sama. Naruto-sama, Graphia-sama is waiting for outside, the servant said. Thank you for letting me know. Tell her I'll be out in a couple of minutes, Naruto said. The servant bowed and headed to do what the young master instructed him to do. Naruto resealed his seal and put on back his shirt and was about to go meet with Graphia when his mother stopped him. Ka-chan, Naruto asked. Now Naruto, I want you to apologize to Graphia-chan for what you did to her, and I mean it, Lady Phenex said. Hi, I promise I'll fix things between Graphia and me, Naruto said as he left the training ground. With Graphia, after the servant told her what Naruto said, Graphia was waiting outside for him to show up. She didn't have to wait for too long as Naruto exited out of his home and greeted her with a smile. Glad to see you made it, Graphia-chan, Naruto said. Graphia nodded as she prepared a magic circle to teleport them to Japan and so they can begin their tour. Japan. Graphia and Naruto appeared in a park with a fountain. Naruto looked around and was surprised at the many different changes that have happened to Japan. Wow, it looks awesome, Naruto said. Come, Naruto-sama, we must begin our tour, Graphia said. For about 3 hours Graphia showed Naruto the devil-owned parts of Japan and Naruto was in shock that the Gremori had owned a school and Rias and her peerage had their meeting there. Graphia led Naruto to the Occult Research Club to end their tour soon. Naruto and Graphia walked up flights of stairs and stopped in front of a door. Graphia knocked on the door and waited. Soon the door opened and the occupants in the room were shocked when they saw Graphia and Naruto standing at the door. Good evening, Rias-sama, Graphia said as she bowed. Ah, Rias screamed as she hid her face with the folder on her desk. Graphia, why didn't you contact me to let me know that you were going to bring Naruto-sama? I'm not decent at the moment, Rias said. My apologies, Rias-sama, I was showing Naruto-sama around the devil-owned part of Japan and we decided to make a stop, Graphia said. Ha, it's good to see you again, Rias, Naruto said as he scratched the back of his head. Not dropping the folder, Rias greeted Naruto and told him that she'll be right back and ran to the back. Naruto blinked a couple of times and sighed as he looked around the room and noticed a girl that he hasn't seen before. Hello, there, I don't think we met before. My name is Naruto Phenex and you are? Naruto asked. My name is Asia Argento, Asia said. It's nice to meet you, Asia, Naruto said as he patted the girl on her head and gave her a warm smile. Naruto looked around the room and he had to admit he was impressed at what he was looking at. His eyes continued to roam until they landed on Akano. Naruto squinted his eyes and moved closer to Akano, getting a blush from said girl. How can I help you, Naruto-sama? Akano asked. Naruto's eyes were still squinted as he stared at Akano's face until another girl appeared and Naruto's eyes widened. Shuri, is that you? Naruto asked with a surprised look on his face. Akano's eyes widened when Naruto mentioned her mother's name. How do you know my mother? Akano asked. Wait, daughter, Naruto exclaimed. You sound surprised, Naruto-sama, Yuto said. I am. I dated her before and we were planning to get married before the Civil War along with Seraphal, but as you know that didn't happen. So who did she marry? Naruto asked. I don't want to say his name. Anyways, how did you meet my mother? Akano asked. To answer your question, I met your mother when she was your age. She was a beautiful and a smart girl, but she was a sadist as well. Anyways, I met your mother when she was being attacked by a stray devil that worked for the old Satan faction. Naruto said. Flashback: a young Shuri Hamejima was fighting for her life against a demon. It happened when Shuri just finished her Bible study lesson at the church. She decided to take the shortcut on her way home when she bumped into someone. I'm so sorry, Shuri quickly apologized. The man didn't say anything, he just stared at Shuri and got a good look at her body, more specifically her chest. Don't worry about it, miss, I wasn't watching where I was going, the man said. Shuri nodded and continued on her way home, missing the lustful look on the man's face when he saw her ass. What perfect prey for me to release all of my frustrations, the man thought as he followed Shuri. Shuri continued with her destination and was about to make a turn when she heard flapping noise behind her. She turned to the noise and she was shocked at what she saw. The man who she had bumped into is flying in the air with bat wings growing out of his back. You're a devil, Shuri said in shock, stray devil to be precise. And you're my next prey, the devil said as he started descending towards Shuri. Thinking that she was an easy target, he didn't expect her to pull out a bottle of holy water and splashed it on his face. Ah, the devil screamed in pain. Taking this as her opportunity to escape, Shuri ran as fast as she can. The stray devil shook off the effects of the holy water and chased after her. Shuri made a turn, but that proved to be a wrong decision as it leads to a dead end. Nowhere to run now, the stray devil said. I guess so, Shuri said. Giving up already, the stray devil said. Nope, Shuri said as she kicked the devil in the face. You damn bitch, I was hoping to just rape you, but now I'm going to rape and kill you, the stray devil said. This is where and now, with Shuri trying everything that she can to stop the stray devil. The stray devil knocked her down to the ground and was on top of her. Now be a good girl and relax, the stray devil said as he was about to rape her. Before he can, a golden flame blasted him off of her. I finally found you, damn bastard, a voice said from above the two. When Shuri looked up, she saw something beautiful, but to the other devil he saw death, because floating above them was no other than Naruto Phenex. Phenex, what are you doing here? The devil questioned. I was sent by the council to deal with a devil that escaped the underworld and was causing problems for the other factions, Naruto said as he landed. I won't be sent back to prison, the devil growled. I was hoping you'll say that, Naruto said as he brought out a flaming sword and an ice sword. The stray devil charged at Naruto, but Naruto dodged off of his attacks and kneed the devil in the gut and then kicked him in the face, sending him crashing into some trash cans. Naruto walked over to where the devil landed and stabbed his shoulder with his flaming sword and stabbed the devil in the chest with ice sword, killing him instantly. Finally it's over, Naruto said as he stretched his body. Naruto turned his attention to Shuri, who tensed up when she saw him looking at her. Shuri was about to reach for her cross. Relax, I'm not going to hurt you, Naruto said. Not putting her guard down for a second, Shuri just glared at Naruto. How can I be sure of that? Shuri asked. If I was going to kill you I would have done it already, Naruto said, and Shuri relaxed. Naruto helped her up to her feet and noticed that a big gash on the side of her face. Naruto touched her cheek and Shuri flinched a little bit, but she relaxed when she felt warmth on her cheek. They're all healed up, Naruto said. Shuri felt her cheek and the wound that was there before is now completely healed. Thank you, Shuri said. Don't mention not all devils are bad, you know. The name is Naruto Phenex, Naruto said as he brought out his hand. Shuri smiled and shook his hand. Shuri Hamejima, but you can call me Shuri, Shuri said. Well, Shuri-chan, can I escort you home? Naruto said. Sure, I don't mind the company, Shuri said. Flashback end. That's when I became really great friends with your mother. She became my first human friend, then we became a couple. After that I took her to the underworld to meet my parents in Seraphal. This was before the Civil War started, so I was about 18 years old that time, Naruto said. Akano was stunned silent when she heard that this was the man that her parents talked so much about. Your fish cake, Akano said with a stunned look on her face. Naruto had a deadpan look on her face when he heard that name. Yup, definitely Shuri's daughter. She had to go and tell you that nickname she gave me, Naruto said. Naruto-sama, if it's too much to ask, can you please tell me what mother was like before she met my father, Akano asked. Naruto's eyes narrowed when he heard the hate in Akano's voice when she mentioned her father. What happened? Naruto thought, but that in the back of his mind, saving it for later. Sure, I can even help train you just like I trained Shuri-chan, Naruto said with a smile. Soon Rias returned and everyone can tell that she looked different than usual. For example, she changed out of her school uniform and dressed into something sexier. And it looked like she put on a little bit of makeup on her face. Graffia's left eye twitched as realized what Rias was doing. Sorry about that, Naruto-sama, I just had to go deal with something, Rias said in a sexy tone. Don't mention Rias-chan, Naruto said as he stared at her and had to admit she is very beautiful. For the rest of the day was spent with Naruto and Graffia hanging out with Rias and her peerage. Naruto had to admit these guys were fun to be around. Rias spent most of her time flirting with Naruto and with Naruto flirting back. Akanoto was flirting with Naruto, but not that much as Rias was. She must have her time asking Naruto about her mom. Right now Naruto and Graffia were about to head back to the underworld. I'll see you guys next time, Naruto said as they left the room. They arrived through a magic circle and were in front of Naruto's home. Thanks for spending the day with me, Graffia-chan, Naruto said. I was just doing my job, Naruto-sama, Graffia said. Graffia, can we please talk? Naruto asked. I'm sorry, I must go, Graffia said. Before she can turn around and leave, Naruto gently grabbed her wrist. Please, Naruto begged. Fine, Graffia said. They walked towards the park in silence and sat on a bench. Grafia, about what happened. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt like I did. And I'm truly sorry, Naruto said. You truly hurt me, Naruto-kun, Grafia said. I know I did something terribly wrong when I cheated on you with Sarah-chan, and I regret still to this day. I miss you, Grafia. I miss your smile, your life, everything about. And I hope one day you can forgive me, Naruto said as he got up from his seat and was about to leave until a hand grabbed his wrist. Naruto turned to Grafia and asked, "What's wrong, Grafia-chan?" Naruto thought that Grafia was about to curse at him or hit or something, but what she did next was something shocking. Grafia kissed Naruto on the lips with so much passion. At first, Naruto was shocked, but then he started kissing her back with the same amount of passion. They finally pulled apart and stared into each other's eyes. "Does that mean you forgive me?" Naruto asked. "For now, yes. If you want my full forgiveness, you need to do something to show me that you are truly sorry," Grafia said as she walked away. "If it's challenge, then I gladly accept," Naruto said with a smirk. Grafia left the area through her teleportation circle. Once she was gone, Naruto had the biggest smile on his face as he was close to getting his Grafia back. Suddenly Naruto's phone rang. "Hello?" Naruto said. "Hello, Naruto. It's me, Phenex," Phenex said. "What's up?" Naruto asked. "I need a favor to ask," Phenex said. "What is it?" Naruto asked. "I need you to be a teacher at Kuo Academy and an advisor to Rias's club," Phenex said. "May I ask why?" Naruto asked. "There's a huge activity of Fallen Angel going around and I have a feeling that Kokobile is behind it," Phenex said. Naruto gritted his teeth when he heard that name. Kokobile is a man who enjoys war too much and he'll do anything to make it happen. "Alright, I'll do it. Just send me the paperwork," Naruto said. "Thank you, by tomorrow and I'll have everything waiting for you," Phenex said as he hung up the phone. Naruto hung up the phone and smiled as things just got more interesting. Phenex home. Naruto walked up to Phenex's house and rang the doorbell. A maid opened the door and showed Naruto to Phenex's office. Naruto knocked on the door and waited. Hearing the go-ahead, Naruto opened the door and saw Phenex working on some paperwork and a woman and a child that looked Phenex standing right next to him. The woman gasped and covered her mouth with her hands as she walked up to Naruto. "Naruto ni, is that you?" the woman asked. Naruto took a good look at the woman, was surprised when he realized who this person was. "Sarah, is that you? Wow, you've grown," Naruto said. The woman known as Sarah is the wife of Sirek Lucifer and the mother of Milika's Gremory. Sarah has long red hair, with spiky bangs on her forehead, violet eyes, and fair skin. She wears purple and pink robes, a golden necklace with a red jewel around her neck, gold bracelets around her wrists and brown sandals. However, after she became determined to save her people from Anrokuzen, she tore her robes apart so she could move easier and put her hair in a ponytail. Sarah had tears when she touched Naruto's face and it felt real. "You're alive, you're really alive. When everyone told me that you came back I didn't want to believe it, but now that you're here in front of me. I missed you so much, Nisan," Sarah said as she cried on Naruto's shoulder. "Hey, now I'm not going anywhere anytime soon," Naruto said as he soothed Sarah. "You promise?" Sarah asked. "I promise," Naruto said. Sarah nodded and moved back to her husband. "Phenex, I'm here to collect the documents," Naruto said. "That won't be necessary, Naruto. All I need you to do is sign these papers and tomorrow you start your first day of teaching," Phenex said. "Quick question, what class will be teaching and will Rias and Peerage be a part of that class?" Naruto asked. "You'll be teaching history since you were a part of most of them, and yes, Rias and her Peerage will be in your class, but at different times as some of them are first year and second year students," Phenex said. Naruto nodded and signed the papers and handed them to Phenex, who handed them to Sarah as she left in a magic circle. Phenex, why did you hand those to Sarah?" a confused Naruto asked. "That's because Sarah is the headmaster at the school while I'm the member of the board with Tusan," Phenex said. "Well, if that's all you need from me, Phenex, I'm heading to the human world," Naruto said. "What are you going to do in the human world?" Phenex asked. "I'm going to find me people for my peerage, and I heard there was this girl in America named Urashia Farandol. Then I'm heading to Japan to look for a girl named Himekawa Hayuru and maybe check on your sister and her peerage for you. After that I'm heading to that other dimension and check it out and hopefully find someone who can be a member of my peerage," Naruto said. "Wait, you mean that dimension that you helped liberated all those years ago?" Phenex asked. "Yup," Naruto said, nodding his head. "Wait, isn't that dimension filled with women only?" Phenex asked, and Naruto continued to nod his head as blood started to fall from his nose. Phenex shook his head at his best friend's antics. "You're still the same as ever, Naruto. Always attracted to the opposite sex," Phenex said. "Phenex, I was wondering if I can borrow Grafia for this," Naruto said. "Why?" Phenex asked. "Because I want to spend time with her and it'll give me a chance fix things between us," Naruto said. Phenex thought about Naruto's request and was about to turn down the request until something struck him and a mischievous smile appeared on his face. "You just want to bring Grafia with you because you know those girls in that other dimension will tear you apart for leaving this, especially their empress," Phenex said. Naruto started sweating when Phenex realized his plan. Before the Civil War, Naruto was practicing his teleportation magic circle and teleportation magic when he accidentally created a portal to another world, or better yet to another dimension. Being a curious teenager at the time, Naruto entered the portal and found himself in a female-only world that was a war. At first the Empress didn't trust Naruto because he was a man, but he was able to win her trust and help them with their war. After that Naruto was held as a hero and the entire kingdom fell in love with Naruto, including the 2 princesses of the kingdom. Before Naruto can tell them how he felt, he had to go back to his dimension because of the war, and you know what happened. Sirex, you don't know what those women will do to me, Naruto exclaimed with a panic look on his face. Sirex laughed at Naruto's expression. Alright, Naruto, I'll send Graphia with you, Sirex said. Thank you Sirex, you don't know how much this means to me, Naruto cried. No problem. Anyways, when are you going to the other world? Sirex asked. When do I start working at the school? Naruto asked. Tomorrow, Sirex said. So, I'm going to need her for today, Naruto said. Sirex nods his head and summons Graphia to his chamber. The maid and Sirex's queen entered his study and noticed that Naruto was in the room as well. Giving him a small smile which he returned, she turned her attention back to Sirex. You called for Sirex-sama, Graphia said. Yes Graphia, Naruto requested for a mission with him to help find members of his peerage, Sirex said. May I ask what kind of mission this is? Graphia asked. I'm heading to the human world and the other dimension to recruit these 3 women to be a member of my peerage, Naruto said. Where are we going? Graphia asked. America, Japan, and Vatlantis, Naruto said. When are we leaving? Graphia asked. Whenever you are ready, Naruto said. I'll be ready as soon as I take Milika's-sama to his tutor, Graphia said. I'll wait for you outside, Naruto said as he walked out of the study. Graphia wished a goodbye to Sirex and took Milika's and headed to the library. With Naruto was waiting outside of Sirex's home waiting for his partner to arrive. He didn't have to wait that long as a magic circle appeared right next to him. Graphia appeared through the magic circle and looked at Naruto. I'm ready to go Naruto-sa. Graphia-chan, when it's just the 2 of us you don't need to call me Naruto-sama, just call me how you used to call me, Naruto said. As you wish. Are you ready to go Naruto-kun? Graphia asked. Yes, am I alright? Grab hold of my hand and we'll be on our way, Naruto said. Graphia grabbed his hand and they left through Naruto's transportation circle. American New York City. Naruto and Graphia arrived at their first destination, New York City in America. Alright Graphia, the girl we are looking for is known as the Ace of America and she has blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin and extremely large breast. Her name is Urashia Farandole, Naruto said. I think I have found her, Naruto-kun, Graphia said, pointing at the girl that was fighting against what appears to be a robot army. Wow, the technology in the human world has improved tremendously, Naruto said as he stared in awe at the robots. Naruto then turned his attention to Urashia and saw her handling her own against the robots. Come Graphia, let's watch, Naruto said as he brought his wings and flew in the air. Graphia followed suit. They watched the battle between Urashia and the robots and it looked like Urashia was handling her own. Naruto amazed by this girl's beauty talent and the way she handled a gun. Urashia won her battle and Naruto was about to introduce himself when he noticed something in the shadows. Naruto was about to go see what that shadow was until he saw something that shocked him. A light spear came flying out from the shadows and pierced Urashia through her stomach, surprising her and her teammates. Naruto went into battle mode. Graphia, intercept that fallen angel in the shadow at 9 o'clock. Don't kill him, just capture him so I can interrogate him, Naruto ordered. Graphia nodded and flew towards that fallen angel. The fallen saw the ultimate queen flying towards him, so he fled the scene. Naruto landed on the ground, surprising Urashia's teammates. Who are you? A girl with red hair and golden eyes asked. Naruto didn't answer, he just walked towards the still semi-conscious Urashia. Naruto looked into her eyes and saw pain, sadness, curiosity. Do you want to live? Naruto asked. What? Urashia asked. I asked, do you want to live again and how bad do you want to live? Naruto asked. I want to live, Urashia said. Naruto nodded and pulled out a pawn piece, confusing the occupants in the room. Naruto placed the piece between Urashia's breast. I, Naruto Phenex, command under my name for thee, Urashia Farandole, to become my servant and lead a new life as my pawn. The pawn piece on Urashia's chest floated in the air and sank in her chest. When the night chest piece was in Urashia, her body started glowing and started floating the air. When the light died down, Urashia was perfectly fine and healthy. Urashia blinked and realized that she was still alive and was not dead. How I'm still alive? What happened to the wound in my stomach? Urashia asked. I can explain that, Naruto said. Urashia looked at with confusion. Who are you? Urashia asked. My name is Naruto Phenex and I am a devil, Naruto said, bringing out his devil wings. Naruto started explaining what he did and about the devil system as well as the peerage system. So you're saying that I'm devil now, Urashia said. Naruto nodded his head. And I work for you now? Urashia asked. Naruto nodded his head indicating yes. Don't as if I'm your boss and you're my employee, but more like you're a part of my family now and I take care of my family. Naruto said. So what's going to happen now? Urashia asked. I will allow you to stay here with your friends and family and during that time I'll be sending someone to give you a couple flyers so you can pass them around town. And during the summertime when you're done with school I'll be sending you and your family expense-paid trip to Japan where I'll be staying. The few things I require is your trust, loyalty, and your determination. Naruto said. I understand and accept your terms, Naruto-sama, Urashia said. And don't worry, with my help will make you strong enough to protect your loved ones, Naruto said. Urashia smiled and thanked Naruto. Grafia landed right next to Naruto and handed him the unconscious fallen angel. It was great meeting you, Urashia, but I must continue finding people to join my peerage, and when I do I'll be calling you to meet them, Naruto said as he left in a MGIC circle with Grafia and the fallen angel. When they were gone, the same girl that questioned Naruto came up to Urashia. Are you sure about this, Urashia-sama? The girl asked. Don't worry about it, Scarlet, I'm going to be just fine. I'm still the same old Urashia you know and love, Urashia said. She then gave Scarlet a passionate kiss on the lips, which Scarlet returned. And did you see how hot he was? I'm going to enjoy working with him, and besides maybe I can convince him to have a threesome with us, Urashia said as she walked away, leaving a blushing Scarlet behind. With Naruto and Grafia Japan. After disposing of the fallen angel, Naruto and Grafia headed back to Japan, more specifically Toiko. Who are we looking for this time, Naruto-kun? Grafia asked. Her name is Himekawa Hayuru. She is known as the Ace of Japan. She has a sacred gear just like Urashia, but they're not as powerful as his eyes, Naruto said. What does she look like? Grafia asked. Hayuru is a beautiful young woman with black eyes. She has long black hair which is decorated with red ribbons that keep her hairstyles into twin tails. She wear an academic uniform which is white in color mixed with red. Naruto said. Grafia nodded as they began their search for Naruto's knight. They didn't have to look far as they found her in the park sitting down eating lunch. How shall we approach her, Naruto-kun? Grafia asked. We wait, and when the perfect opportunity arrives we shall take it, Naruto said. Grafia nodded as they waited for the right moment to approach Himekawa. They didn't have to wait long as she was oppressed by a disguised fallen angel. The fallen angel told her that a student needs help in her dorm room, so Hayuru headed towards where the dorm was located with Naruto and Grafia not too far behind her. Dorm room. Himekawa arrived at the dorm and realized that no one was here. She turned back to the student that told her about it and noticed that he was gone. Himekawa was about to leave and give those pranksters a piece of her mind, but the door closed before she can leave. She tried to open the door, but the door wouldn't budge. What's going on? How come I can't open the door? Himekawa exclaimed. You're not going anywhere, a voice said behind her. Himekawa turned to the voice and was surprised when she saw a man with black raven wings. Who are you? She asked. You can call me Hideo, and I am your executioner, Hideo charged at Himekawa. Before he can even reach her, a firewall rose and blocked his path. Hideo turned his attention from his prey to the newcomer. Who dares stand in my way? Hideo said. A magic circle with a Phenex Sigma appeared as Naruto and Grafia appeared from the magic circle. I do, you damn crow, Naruto said. Who the hell are you? I recognize the woman right next to you, but not you, Hideo said. My name is Naruto Phenex, Naruto said. Hideo looked surprised and scared when he heard the name, and wouldn't he be, everyone in the fallen angel community has heard about the frozen Phenex. Trying not to be intimidated, Hideo stared with determination in his eyes. So what? I'm not scared of you. Maybe those stories about are just folktales, Hideo said. Naruto smirked and brought out his wings, and the room started to get cold. Oh really? Naruto said as he disappeared and reappeared right behind Hideo. Hideo was too scared to move. The next thing Hideo knew, his body is getting frozen. Naruto stared at the now frozen fallen angel and broke it into millions of pieces. Naruto then turned his attention to Himekawa. Naruto walked up to her and she backed away from him with a scared look on her face. Naruto brought his hands up to try and calm her down. Relax, I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to talk to you, that's all, Naruto said. Himekawa started to calm down, but still kept her guard up. Who are you people? Himekawa asked. My name is Naruto Phenex, and this is my good friend Grafia Lucifuge. And we are devils, Naruto said as he and Grafia brought the devil wings. Once saw the wings, she backed away once again and started to throw things at them as she was scared for her life right now. Get away from me, Himekawa screamed. Relax, I'm not going to hurt you, I just want to talk to you, Naruto said. About what? Himekawa asked as she pulled out a sword out of nowhere. Naruto started explaining to her about the supernatural world and about devils, fallen angels, and angels. Then Naruto told her about the peerage system and about her condition and why that fallen angel was after her. That makes sense now and explains why so many fallen angels are after to me, Himekawa said. Wait, this isn't your first time meeting a fallen angel? Naruto asked. No, I had a couple of run-ins with them. So do you know what type of scared gear that I have? Himekawa asked. Right now no, I can't tell as it has not been activated as of yet, and I can help you with that and that whole situation, Naruto said. How? Himekawa asked. Join my peerage and you'll learn how to activate your scared gear and you'll have protection from the fallen angel. Naruto said. I can protect myself, thank you very much, so I don't need your help. Himekawa exclaimed. You think that you can protect yourself from the fallen angels that are going to come after you because the ones that you've been fighting are weak compared to the ones that have more than one wing? Naruto said. So how becoming a member of your peerage help me out? I'm just going to be your slave, Himekawa said. That's not true. If you join my peerage you won't be my slave, you'll be a member of my growing family, Naruto said, noticing Himekawa flinch when he mentioned family. Your parents abandoned you, didn't they? Naruto asked. So what they did, so what I got, I abused and was thrown like a piece of garbage when my sister proven to have the ability to use magic when I can't. I don't need them, Himekawa screamed. Himekawa continued to scream, her eyes out. Suddenly felt a warmth and comfort. Looking up, she saw Naruto hugging her and looking at her with warmth and comfort. Himekawa, when you join my peerage you become a member of the Phenex family and you'll never feel lonely ever again, and also I promise to unleash hell upon your biological parents, Naruto said. Will you do that for me? Himekawa asked. Naruto nodded his head. Then I'll join your peerage on one condition, Himekawa said. What is it? Naruto asked. Can you please save my sister from those monsters? She innocent and I don't feel right leaving her there, Himekawa said. Alright, what's her name? Naruto asked. Her name is Wendy and her magic is healing magic. She has blue hair, Himekawa said. Grayfear if you can, Naruto said. Grayfear nodded and left through a magic circle. Now then, since Grayfear is going to get your sister, shall we begin the process? Naruto asked. Himekawa nodded her head. Naruto told her to lie down on her back so he can begin. Himekawa lied down on her stomach as Naruto placed a night piece on her chest. I, Naruto Phenex, command under my name for thee, Himekawa Hayaru, to become my servant and lead a new life as my knight. The night piece started floating the air and then sank into Himekawa's chest. When the process was done, Himekawa blinked when realized that she looked the same and nothing happened. That's it, Himekawa asked. Besides gaining my devil wings, then yes, Naruto said as Himekawa turned around and indeed saw that she did have the same wings as Naruto. What now? Himekawa asked. We wait for your sister and we'll go from there, Naruto said. They didn't have to wait that long as Grayfear returned with a girl that looked like she was about Koneko's age and she was holding onto a cat. The little was looking through the room and her eyes landed on Naruto and Himekawa. Her eyes brightened when her eyes landed her big sister. Himekawa Ne-chan, Wendy said as she hugged her sister. I missed you so much, Wendy-chan, Himekawa said as she hugged her sister. Ne-chan, what's going on? Wendy asked. Wendy, this is Naruto Phenex and he's going to solve all of our problems, Himekawa said. How? Wendy asked. Himekawa started to explain to her sister what's going and who Naruto and Grayfear are. To say that Wendy was surprised, that understatement, she was in a state of shock. Then Himekawa said something that surprised everyone. Wendy-chan, how would like to start over with me and become a member of Naruto's peerage? Himekawa asked. What, you want me to become a devil? Wendy asked. Yes, Himekawa said. Wendy thought about it for a moment and looked at her cat, confusing everyone. What do you think, Carla? Wendy asked. I think you should accept the offer. From what I'm sensing from him, you can trust him, Carla said. Wendy nodded and turned to Himekawa and nodded, letting her sister know that she accepts the offer. Himekawa smiled and introduced Naruto to Wendy. Naruto told Wendy to lie down as he placed a bishop piece on her chest. I, Naruto Phenex, command under my name for thee, Wendy Hayaru, to become my servant and lead a new life as my bishop. The bishop piece floated in the air and sank into Wendy's chest. When the process was done, Wendy felt good as new. So what now, Naruto-sama? Grayfear asked. Right now we're heading towards the other dimension and getting my final piece for the day, Naruto said. What about us, Naruto-san? Wendy asked. I know the perfect place for the both of you, Naruto said. Orkuo Academy. Rias and her peerage just finished a battle with a stray devil and were now resting. Suddenly a huge wall of fire rose from the ground, forcing the occupants in the room to back away. When the fire cleared, Rias and her peerage were staring at their new visitors. When they realized it was Naruto and Grayfear standing there and they had two other people with them. Hello, everyone, Naruto said. Hello, Naruto-kun, Rias said as she started to fix yourself to make herself more presentable. Hi fish cake, Akano said with a smile. Naruto face faltered and grumbled. I wish she didn't tell you that nickname, Naruto said. So what are you doing here, Naruto-sama? Issei asked. I came here to talk to Rias. Rias, I like to introduce to you Himekawa Hayaru, my knight, and Wendy Hayaru, my bishop. They need a place to stay and I was hoping you let them stay with you for a little while until I fix my old place up in the human world. Naruto asked. Anything for you, Naruto-sama, Rias said. Thank you so much, Rias, I owe you big time, Naruto said. And I plan to cash that in soon, Rias thought. You've been to the human world before, Naruto-sama? Asia asked. Yes, I have. Like I said before, I came to the human world a lot and so I built house here and not too far from here either. Anyways, when I was engaged to both Seraphal and Shuri Akano's mom, they moved in with me. I guess since nobody has lived in it for so long, the building is in ruins, Naruto said. Naruto-sama, we must hurry, Grayfear said. Ah yes, Himekawa, Wendy, the both of you will be staying with Rias and her peerage for a while until I fix my place up. You can trust her, she's the sister of my best friend, Naruto said. Himekawa and Wendy nodded. Grayfear remind me to have Sarah Imuoto and state both Himekawa and Wendy as students in Kuo Academy, Naruto said. Grayfear nodded as they left through a teleportation circle. Line break, they appeared outside of Japan and Naruto pushed a little magic into his seal that was on his wrist. The seal glowed and a portal opened in front of them. Naruto and Grayfear jumped through the portal. Vatlantis. 1 hour before, in the room of the Emperor, a woman was watching her two children training with her most loyal soldier. The woman will sometime look at the statue at the center of her village. Oh, Naruto-kun, I miss you so much, the woman said. Suddenly a soldier came up to her with an urgent look on her face. Reiri-sama, I bring some urgent news, the soldier said. What is it, Irene? Reiri asked. Hida Reiri is the emperor of Vatlantis and the mother to her 2 wonderful children. Reiri has long black hair that reaches to her lower back and grey eyes. She was wearing a white kimono with flowers on it and she had crown as well. Earlier today when I was doing rounds around the village with my squad, when we noticed the seals that Naruto-sama placed around village started to appear out of nowhere. Irene said. Irene is a seemingly tall, voluptuous woman with large amounts of scarlet hair thickly braided and located in the front and back of her body as pairs, all of which have bows near its ends. The frontal braids also have 2 golden ornaments near the upper sections. Also, the woman has 2 U-shaped earrings on her ears, while donning a light red lipstick. For clothing, Irene dons a scanty version of the typical witch's garb. Her black top has a diamond-shaped opening, exposing a portion of her breasts, and a heart-shaped pattern around the borders. It extends down to the navel of her stomach where it meets a large angular scar, which she received from Naruto during his time in the kingdom, is draped over by a dark-colored cape with a light-colored inside and 2 medallion gold-like ornaments, and is held together by a golden chain. Not left bare, too, her neck is decorated by other small cloth-based accessories, including a wide bow. Additionally, Irene wears an elongated black loincloth with the symbol of the Vatlantis emblazoned on its front, having white borders on its edges and being connected to another cloth piece with the very same heart-shaped design. She also wears black thigh-high boots with heels that have a white-colored border near the top and gloves of the same color and design, only having claw-like extensions. Her black witch's hat is much larger than her head and possesses dreadlock designs with white bandaging near its ends. It also has a fur lining near its edges. Are you certain of this, Irene? Reiri asked. Before Irene can answer, both her and Reiri grimaced in pain and held their wrist in pain. When they took a look at their wrist, they gasped when they saw Naruto's Phenex that Naruto has placed on them before he left reappeared. Irene, gather the kingdom, we have a celebration to prepare for, Reiri said. Hi Reiri-sama, Irene said as she flew away. Reiri gathered her children and they too went to prepare. 1 hour later a portal appeared outside of the village walls as Naruto and Graphia stepped through. Wow, this place sure hasn't changed since the last time I've been here, Naruto said. Shall we continue with the mission, Naruto-kun? Graphia asked. Ah, that's right, let's go, Graphia-chan, Naruto said as they headed towards the gate. Naruto and Graphia walked towards the gate when they were stopped by a voice. Halt! State your business for entering the village, someone shouted from atop of the gate. Naruto looked up at the gate and surprised at who he saw. Irene, is that you? Naruto asked. Said person took closer look at Naruto and gasped at what she saw. Naruto, is that you? Irene questioned. Yup, the one and only, Naruto said. Irene appeared in front of Naruto and gave him a hug. It really is you, Irene said. It's really good to see you again, Irene, Naruto said. Irene smiled and then her smile turned into a frown as bashed Naruto on the head, sending him crashing to the ground. Where the hell have you been? Do you have any idea how much pain you caused Reiri-sama and I? Irene shouted. I'm sorry, Irene, but I had to go. There was war going on in my world. I had to go and help out. And I was sort of dead during that time, Naruto said as he wound was already healing thanks to his Phenex blood. Irene nodded, accepting his explanation, then turned her attention to Graphia and had lecherous grin on her face. Who is this Naruto? Irene said as she looked at Graphia from head to toe. Hey, back off, she's mine and her name is Graphia, Naruto said, causing Irene to pout and Graphia to blush at his declaration. Oh, you're no fun. Anyway, the Emperor is waiting for you, come follow me, Irene said as she opened the gate. Naruto, Graphia, and Irene stepped through the gate and Naruto was surprised at the amount of people that was standing there cheering his name. As they walked through, Naruto waved at the people of the kingdom and signed a couple of autographs. They arrived at the kingdom and Naruto saw a couple of girls that he recognized. Long time no see, Reiri-chan, Aldea-chan, and Grabble-chan, Naruto said. Naruto-kun, I missed you so much, Aldea said as she knocked Naruto down to the ground. Oi, Aldea, get off of Naruto-kun, Grabble said. Aldea pressed Naruto's face in between her breast and smirked at Grabble. You're just jealous that I get Naruto-kun to myself, Aldea said. Grabble blushed at her statement and looked away from them. That is not true, I just wanted the queen to have her turn to speak with Naruto-kun, Grabble said. Aldea and Grabble are Reiri's students and are the guardians to protecting the queen and her family. Aldea has a long green hair and her eyes were purple and she has a voluptuous body figure. Grabble has brown skin and short blonde hair with one part covering her left eye. She has peach-colored eyes and she too has voluptuous body. Reiri walked towards Naruto and gave Naruto a hug as well and Naruto felt his shirt getting wet. I'm glad you're alive, Naruto-kun, Reiri said. I'm sorry that I left you like that, Reiri, but I'll explain everything inside, Naruto said. Reiri nodded and they headed inside where a feast was prepared for them. During the feast explained what happened to him when he left and they were shocked that they heard. To be betrayed by the own you love, Aldea said. When I see that bitch I'm going to destroy her, Grabble said. No, this is my responsibility so I'll handle her. Anyways, Reiri, the reason I'm here right now is because I'm here to recruit a member or members for my peerage, Naruto said. What is a peerage, Naruto-kun? Aldea asked. Naruto explained the peerage system to them. So you want to add someone to your peerage and take them to your world? Reiri asked. Naruto nodded. So do you have someone in mind? Reiri asked. That's the reason why I'm here. Your world has powerful female warriors, so it was a no-brainer. I was wondering if you have anyone in mind, Naruto said. Oh, please pick me, Reiri-sama, Aldea said. Reiri was in deep thought and didn't acknowledge Aldea at the moment. I know the perfect person, Reiri said. Who? Naruto asked. My daughter Ain Chidorigafuchi, Reiri said. Wait, you have a daughter? Naruto asked. Yes, two actually. I adopted them. You know there are no males in my kingdom after the war. And besides, you're the only man I have my eyes on, Naruto-kun. Reiri said, saying the last part in a whisper. Irene, can you please Ain? She should be in her room and I believe she'll be surprised to see her hero, Reiri said. Hi, Reiri-sama, Irene said as she disappeared. Irene reappeared and she had girl the same age as Rias and Akano right beside her. This girl has white skin, red eyes, and glossy pink lips. She has long silver hair. I brought her, Reiri-sama, Irene said. You called for me, Ka-chan, Ain said. Ain honey'll like you to meet the hero who saved our land during the war, Naruto Phenex, Reiri said. Ain turned to where her mother was pointing at and was shocked when she saw her hero sitting right next to her mother. It's nice to meet you, Ain, Naruto said. The honor is mine, Naruto-sama, Ain said as she bowed. Anyways, Ain, Naruto-kun wants to take you to his world and be a member of his family, Reiri said, not knowing what she said. Like marriage, Ain exclaimed with a shocked look on her face. No, nothing like that. I'll Naruto explain it to you, Reiri said. Naruto nodded and explained the peerage system to Ain. I accept, Ain said. Really, just like that, Naruto said. Yes, it'll be an honor to be a member of your peerage, Naruto-sama, Ain said. Naruto nodded and told her to lie down as he placed a rook piece on her chest. I, Naruto Phenex, command under my name for thee, Ain Chidorigafuchi, to become my servant and lead a new life as my rook. The rook piece floated in the air and sank into Ain's chest. When the process was done, Ain felt more powerful. Thank you so much, Naruto-sama, Ain said. Don't mention it. Anyways, you should go and pack your stuff, we're going to be leaving soon, Naruto said. Hi, Ain said as she went back to her room. You'll be leaving soon, Naruto-kun? Reiri asked. Yes, I have to go, there's a situation going in my world and I must be there, Naruto said. The girls looked sad at hearing that Naruto was going to leave again. Seeing this, Naruto decided to cheer them up. Don't be sad, girls, you still have my seal on you and all over the place, so you can visit me anytime, Naruto said. The girls cheered up when they realized what he said is true. Reiri-sama, may I suggest something? Grabble asked. What is it, Grabble-chan? Reiri asked. As Ain-sama's teacher and protector, I believe we should allow me to go with Naruto-kun, Grabble said. What do you think, Naruto-kun? Reiri asked. I have no problem with it, I can have another member of my peerage. Naruto said. Okay, Reiri, I allow to go with Ain as member of Naruto-kun's peerage, Reiri said. Grabble smiled and thanked Reiri and Naruto and stick her tongue at Aldea. Naruto did the same process he did with Ain, but instead of her being a rook, Grabble was turned into a knight. After turning Grabble into his knight, Ain returned with her stuff and wished her family goodbye and jumped into the portal that Naruto opened. Underworld Naruto, Graphia, Grabble, and Ain appeared in the middle of the Phenex Manor and Naruto told them what the plan was for tomorrow and he asked Graphia to add Ain into school as student and Grabble as a teacher. Graphia nodded and wished them a goodbye and left through a teleportation circle. Naruto told Grabble and Ain that the maids are going to show them to their rooms. Tomorrow is going to be the start of a new adventure.